What's going on, guys? Bank Robber Games here with more Armored Core 6. Last episode when we left off, we just completed chapter 3 again and defeated the ice worm, but before that we made use of a new weapon that we unlocked a little while ago, which was our first coral weapon. That's a very cool charged attack, and we're definitely going to have to do more testing with it, but I recommend going back and watching it because it is quite, it is quite cool and it's quite entertaining to use as well. But yeah, this episode last episode we made a start in chapter 4, and we're just going to be carrying on with it this episode and hopefully get a decent way through it. It's a very cool mission, this one. Quite a tough mission in a lot of ways, with the boss battle that takes place at the end of it. I can't remember what build we actually used last time I played this mission. It might have been our missile boat. Oh no, I think we used stun needle launchers. But I was thinking of actually taking our dual machine gun setup with our missiles and power bunker, just because I've actually had a lot of fun with this build whenever I've used it. So I want to bring it out with us a little bit more. Even though it's a very simple build, just two machine guns. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it seems to do a lot of work, and is you still have good mobility, unlike some builds that might use the double miniguns. Obviously the wheelchair that we've got them on is very, very fast, but it obviously doesn't handle that great in the air. But yeah, let's take this guy with us and see how it performs in this mission.
Just so you...
Main system activating combat mode.
Let's go. This is where the survey begins in earnest.
I do really like the way this series of missions all carries on from each other in the same area. It's quite obvious by the title, but it's nice to have that sort of formula to the missions for this little section of the game.
Looks like the power's out. Let's find a way.
Managed just about get our power bunker shot off there.
They're waiting for you, Raven. You're gonna die, traitor.
Sounds like you found Balo's MTs. Eliminated 621.
Getting outmaneuvered by an MT there. A little bit embarrassing.
Control panel identified. This should get the power back online.
I do find it funny how they try and use cover behind those barrels, but you can just sort of skirt around them.
The elevator's back online too. Let's take it back up to the upper level.
I like the look of these machine guns. I think they look really cool as well.
The partition should open now. See if you can get access. The heat exchanger section's up ahead. This is around where the comms log for Balam's advanced squad cuts off.
So this is interesting, because normally we'd face a Guazu here. He'd jump down. But I don't know if that's because we've already faced him once and destroyed him this playthrough. On the Attack the Dam mission, we got the option to betray the red guns. And the Guazu did survive. But it seems like we might find out what actually happened to him. So this is another sketch. Says the fool won't pay back what he owes. And you can see two people talking there, with some feet laying along the ground, so someone's obviously had quite a bad time, and someone hiding behind what looks like a sofa. Yeah, not quite sure what this sort of implies to the story and who these two hired killers are, but if someone's been hired to take someone out, then there are obviously some shady goings on before all the coral and the fires of Ibis happened. Might get a bit more information on that, hopefully. Doesn't look like there's anything back here.
It seems we're alone. Raven, ambush!
You must be brave. Yes, you do seem rather extraordinary.
Cold call. AC dead sled. It seems he's blind by the contract killer.
Well, listen, this is just business.
AP at 50%.
I see why poor Iguazu couldn't beat you. Why you managed.
2 repair kits remaining. AP at
Don't know what that was.
50%.
It might have been Carousel actually. Looks like he's got his arm.
AC dead sled destroyed. Cold call won't be a danger to you anymore. Iguazu. He even tried sending an assassin after you.
I was just going to say, he mentioned Iguazu there, so it seems like Iguazu's definitely holding a grudge. Can't say I blame him with how we've treated him this playthrough, but I wonder if that's potentially one of the hired killers that was mentioned in that log that we just picked up. Not 100% sure. Yeah, he had a very cool AC though. Definitely resupply after we took some damage there. He took quite a lot of damage to stagger as well. So yeah, potentially a very tough fight, I reckon.
Defense program stage 2.0. Intruder identified. Threat level 7.
For whatever reason, our
What was
quick boost
that?
didn't work there.
Raven, watch out. That weapon must be guarding the steps. I'll see what data I can find.
I do think this boss is really cool.
Defense program stage 2.5. Intruder proximity to critical sector confirmed.
Yeah, the door shuts like normal. And just want to show off the fact that there is another hidden part here. And if I remember where to go,
Ventilation duct identified. Looks like it's connected to the control room.
and just here there's another hidden part waiting for us.
We're in the control room. Now let's find an access point.
These guys on the ceiling ambush us in a second.
There. That's the control panel.
And there's some of the slightly tougher enemies as well, I think, if I remember correctly.
I forced the partitions in the elevator shaft.
Repair kits remaining.
Seems like smooth sailing, 621.
Took a little bit more damage than I'd like, especially considering we've just resupplied. I forgot we had another resupply point here just before the boss.
defense weapon will be waiting for us. Be careful, Raider.
Now I suck at dodging this first attack that he lets out.
Enemy analysis complete. That's the Enforcer, an AI-controlled prototype developed by the PCA. It was designed to detect key launching systems and intruders. Whatever they're hiding down here, they want it.
Phase 3.5. Reconfiguring energy draw and maximum values for all actuators. Terminating intruder. Rescue priority closure.
Mess up our second assault armor there. Doesn't matter, because we have a part bunker. It'll never not be satisfying getting that charge attack off. Just for the fact that it's got rubbish range.
The unit is silent.
It just does a ridiculous amount of damage. The build actually works quite
Walter
well.
should have some data on the next sector.
Lack of range was a bit of an issue
Let's take a break
with how much he
now.
moves around. But just the consistent damage really helped out there, I think. Obviously got a massive payout for that mission, and our costs weren't too bad. Our repair costs were quite high, but did take a little bit more damage than I was hoping or expecting. Not too worried about that. You know, we've already seen the mission before, and just getting to enjoy it again. Then, obviously, for defeating that no AC battle, we got another combat log there. So that gives us gets us a step closer to getting our next rank and hopefully a nice shiny new part.
No new messages.
Registration number RB23. Sorry, Raven. It's just me. I wanted to let you know that some strange new data has been added to the arena's integration program. Why don't we go and have a look?
That doesn't fill me with much confidence. Aya sounding a little bit like All Mind there, considering she seemed very curious about what their release program is, and with how it sounds like it talks about, you know, symbiosis between people and coral. So something tells me Aya isn't being completely honest with us. But it looks like we've got a new target in the arena to defeat, so we'll definitely check that out. But I just want to point out that when we came back to the garage, where we've got the two sort of cylinders or purple circle bits on our chest sticking out, there was a little hatch that opened up, and a little gold thing went back into the sort of chest part. Don't think it's important, but yeah, just cool little detail. So yeah, no, it's weird how we're still noticing new things. But yeah, like I said, we'll go to the arena, and looks like we've got a classified subject here, and it says AC data that I discovered, and it's another sample mine we're testing. Then it says they didn't find any new targets, but she did find a whole heap of prototypes built with Institute parts. So the Institute obviously were around before the fires of Ibis and make things that are very much coral based. So hopefully we'll take this person on, whoever they may be, and yeah, might get something new that's coral based, maybe another weapon or maybe a new generator. That'd be pretty cool, because we've only got 2 core generators. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what we get. And based off their colour scheme, again, I don't think I is being completely honest about this, because it's very similar to what Aya looks like in the second ending that we achieved, and where we burn all the coral. So the AC parts that she uses wouldn't work in the arena unless it's a custom arena being the final opponent. So it would make sense that they would give her like a you know, an actual AC to fight in. So I definitely think Aya's up to something. And again, that pulls into question whether she was being honest with us on her first playthrough and didn't actually have some, you know, evil motivations of her own sort of thing. Again, just gonna figure out what build we're gonna take here. I think last time we defeated Aya, we used our dual miniguns builds. And seeing as she's lying to us, it only seems, well, I'm pretty sure, you know, can almost guarantee that she's lying to us. You know, it's only fitting we remind her of how things end when she goes up against us.
Raven, I realized something while I was checking through the program. If that AC uses coral technology, then I should be able to effectively pilot it myself.
There we go.
If it's not too much trouble, how about a test run?
I knew we were going to face Aya again. Hopefully it goes the same way it did last time. This arena is very freaky though. Kind of ironic that it didn't go as easy as how it was when we took Aya down proper. But she's got to go down.
Main system activating combat mode.
A little bit better, managed to time our attacks a bit better there. You can see the coral weapons that she's using are doing a lot of damage to us. And it seems like the blade as well is like a coral based moonlight blade. So that'd be quite cool if we got that.
Thank you, Raven. I believe I've learned a lot.
Also seems like she's still alive. I know it's only a simulation. But yeah, that gives us the achievement, clearing all the arena opponents. Took us a couple of attempts there, but managed to take Aya down. Hopefully we get something new. So we got a redshift rifle, which looks like very similar to the Nebula plasma rifle, but it's obviously coral based. So we'll definitely have a look at that. And then, yeah, there's a blade that looks very similar to the Moonlight blade. And I assume that's the one that I was just using. So we'll take a look at that as well. And then we've got her AC data as well. And emblem like normal.
That was incredible, Raven. There's something I realized when I was playing the role of pilot. Humanity assumed its current form to fight itself. To choose from infinite selections. That is the essence of the human race. And the key to biological evolution. Perhaps it is also a clue to what Allmind's true goal is.
Seems like I is getting a little bit close to all mine's sort of mindset there. And we've got quite a cool emblem there. Some sort of waveform, probably to represent the coral or something. But I have to have a look at the part shop and check out these new coral weapons that we got as well. So if we load up our what is going to be a hand of water builds. Past it there. So you can see we've got the Moonlight Blades. Very, very cool. And then we've got basically what looks to be a cool version of it. Looks like it's got the same moveset as the Moonlight Blades. Looks like the waves are a little bit bigger though. But you can see in comparison to the Moonlight Blades, yeah, general attack power's a little bit higher with slightly better impact and accumulative impact. Charge attack power isn't quite as much though, which is a bit of a shame because the charge attack is very useful on the Moonlight Blades for taking out small groups of enemies. But then the direct hit adjustment is a little bit higher, and PA interference is a little bit higher as well. Cooling isn't quite as good though. So yeah, we'll have to be careful that we don't, you know, get into a situation where we need our blade and can't use it. And then we also had this weapon here. You can see it's the same model as the Nebula rifle, but we'll go check it out, see what it has in store for us. So it's got quite a big AoE there on the regular fire, and a much larger AoE, very similar to the Nebula rifle on the charge attack there. And we'll do a little stat comparison here as well. So you can see the attack power is much higher, impact's a little bit lower, but cumulative impact is a lot higher along with blast radius. Hasn't got quite, it's got a bit more heat build up though when you attack for the weapon, but the charge attack power is a little bit more powerful. Impact and cumulative impact on the charge attack is a lot better as well, and the charge heat build up is a lot better as well, so we should be able to use the charge attack a little bit more often. Direct hit adjustments is much higher as well. I'm not quite sure what that PA interference stat actually means. Oh, ability to interfere with enemy pulse barriers. So that's the interesting point with coral weapons, is they have a little bit of effectiveness against pulse armor abilities and you know, the pulse shields that you can launch out, similar to the pulse guns. So they might be quite a good option if you want to face you know, a target like Boltius that has that very annoying pulse shield. And you see the effective range is a little bit better. Doesn't fire quite as fast, but that is like the main selling point of the Nebula rifles, is how fast they fire, I'd say. Charge time is much lower, and charge ammo consumption is only 2 as well, but total rounds is only 52. So we had ammo problems with the Nebula rifles, and we'll definitely have them with the Redshift rifle, but we'll stick it on here just for the time being, just to see how it does next time we feel like taking some coral weapons with us. And then we'll switch out our generator as well, just because we are getting close to our energy load there. Will mean that we're a lot slower, unfortunately, but we'll figure something out. So take these boosters, speed us up a little bit. They haven't got the best assault boost though. But yeah, seeing as they're the fastest general boosting speed, we'll stick those on there. Save the build quickly. I think that looks really awesome. But yeah, the next mission we've got to do is Underground Exploration Depth 3, and if I remember correctly, that's the last exploration mission we've got to do this chapter. But yeah, I'll save that for next episode, just because this episode is getting on a little bit and it is potentially a little bit of a longer mission. But I might use the new coil weapons we just unlocked for this next mission, see how they perform, and hope that ammo isn't an issue. So yeah, you've got that to look forward to. But thank you very much for watching. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I've liked the changes so far, and it's cool to see some more very interesting story points, especially with Aya, and potentially see what that implications that has with the first playthrough we did of the game, where we sided with her. But yeah, we'll see. Definitely feel like there's a lot more to give in this playthrough. We still got a couple chapters left, so we should get plenty more story information throughout them both. But yeah, like I said, thank you for watching, and I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, please like and subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.